Welcome back to the final episode in February. This is our leap episode or leap day, leap year episode. So we get an extra opportunity to grab one last sweep of the month. If you've been rocking with us all month, you've made some pretty serious money because we've had seven sweeps, 7 days where we were absolutely perfect. Our goal is really four. We try to get one a week, but we're on the brink of doubling that. And I always like to mention we lost a week of basketball. I lost 7 days of basketball we could have got 10 sweeps. Who knows? Maybe I'm being greedy. I am not sure, but I'm happy you've been making money. I'm happy you're still tuned in. The follower count is rising slowly and steady. The subscription count is rising steadily. So, we just keep trucking along. I always say the market might be oversaturated with other cappers, but the best ones will rise to the top. This is not subjective. This is completely objective. Wins will get you noticed. People getting money will get you noticed. Anyway, we went 2-1 last night. Another profitable night. Let's count up that bread. Let us discuss some of those picks. We had Podol over 20.5 points plus rebounds. I think he finished with 17. No, I'm sorry. He had 16 points, 7 rebounds, so 23 PR there. We get the free money. Our losing bet was a 2-leg parlay. We had some alt spreads. The Raptors just simply didn't get the job done. We had them plus 6.5. They lost by like 11. They were in the game. They were winning the game. It just didn't work out. Pacers, they kicked some ass last night. They handed it to the Pelicans. So we went half there. We lost the little parlay. Not a big deal because the third pick, LeBron James, our thumbnail athlete, always comes through. It felt like he had 24 points in the fourth quarter alone, but he gets us the cash. Now, here we go. Our last chance at a sweep. I have 3 really, really good picks. I love these picks a lot. I say that every day, though. Jalen Johnson of the Atlanta Hawks, over 16.5 points. This is minus 111 on FanDuel. They're in Brooklyn taking on the Nets. You know how I feel about the Nets. And I heard no Cam Thomas today. Jalen Johnson averaging 16.8 over his last 10 games, reaching 17 points in 6 of those 10, and he's also done it in 3 of his last 4. In those last 4, he's averaged about 18.5, and we've seen a significant jump in his field goal attempts. Last 4 games, he had 14, 19, 13, and 18 field goal attempts. So they're rising above his average. I think it was around 11 shots a game. In Jalen's last 5 road games, he's averaged 16 field goal attempts. He's played 32.7 minutes in those games, and the Hawks, over their last 15 games in total, are the second fastest paced team. They're also the best in offensive rebounds this year, which is surprising. I did not know that. I didn't see that. So this is definitely a lock. He's our thumbnail athlete, so you know how that goes. Those thumbnail athletes have like a 70% hit rate. It's nuts. I've been meaning to put more units on the thumbnail athlete, but I've just been collecting the money. I don't want to fix anything because it's not broken. Second pick, and this is my least confident pick because this team, I just never get them right. They're so resilient. You got to respect the Miami Heat. But I always fade them, and they make me pay. But we're going to do it again. I'm saying Miami Heat under 104.5. They're taking on Denver in Denver. This is minus 110 on Caesars. So some good value here on a rare Caesars sportsbook play. Heat playing very well of late, but they're on this long road trip. I think this is their 5th or 6th game on this brutal road trip. Their last 3 games against Denver, albeit last season, they haven't scored over 95 points in the last 3 versus Denver. Last 5 games, the Nuggets opponents are averaging about 104.6, which is the 6th lowest in the league during that time frame. The Denver D doesn't stop there. Pause. The last 5 games, their opponents have shot the third worst lowest field goal attempts third worst field goal percentage with the 4th lowest attempts. Low attempts because the Nuggets are also a top 11 team in forcing turnovers. So they're limiting the chances of even scoring the basket at a higher clip. And I think with the potential Heat injuries, they're going to have some young guys in there who may be a little too cavalier with the basketball, forcing turnovers and easy transition buckets for Denver at home, which that crowd gets behind you and you start turning the ball over. It's going to be an early night. Not to mention, these young guys may not be used to the altitude in the Mile High State. So we'll look into that. Who knows who wins? Because I'm not going to play the spread with the Miami Heat because they cover. But I don't see them scoring over 105 points today. Last pick, we're sticking with a cash cow. My boy, he's made some good money this season. Chet Holmgren over 16.5 points. This is minus 113 on FanDuel. Chet taking on Wemby. They're being San Antonio. Two potential rookie of the years going head to head. So that's going to bring I love the emotional plays in there. And Chet has reached 17 points in 49.1% of his games this season. So he's right on track. And I think recently he's been a little bit more aggressive. He's reached 17 points in 7 of his last 11. He's averaged 19 points per game in his last 10. His last 6, he's at 19.3 points per game. And over his last 3 games, he's averaging 24 points per game. So we're watching a steadily rise. And I've watched the Thunder. He does seem more confident as of late. He's not afraid to let it fly. He's not afraid to get in the post. And his length and his motor allow him to attack the offensive boards and get him some paint looks and second chance opportunities. If we look at the Spurs, they allow the 3rd most rebounds and they allow the 7th most points in the paint. Granted, Chet could score from inside and out, but if you're going to allow rebounds and points in the paint, a guy with that type of length, albeit and Wemby might be guarding him, but depending on the placement of the court or the situation in the game, I can see Chet getting in there and getting some putbacks, some and ones. So I like those 3 plays. Of course, I have some parlays for you. These are, I say for fun, but they're not for fun because we're putting real money on it. However, these do not count towards our total records. I share them. They're more sharing ideas. You could tail them. Every now and then they hit. The ones that really do hit the most are when I take my 3 picks and I put in a parlay. That's hit 7 times this month. So I got 7 sweeps. If you did that, you are caking alone just from that play. But let's go over it. First lane, I did exactly that. I've combined our 3 locks. Chet over 16.5. Jalen Johnson over 16.5, Miami under 105. This came out to plus 554, so you could win 5.5 times your money. I only do these for a quarter of a unit, so I put like $6 on here. That brings me to like $30.50 if I win. Woo! But you stack it every day, you'll see what happens. Or if you put $10, that means you win 60. Second leg, 5-legger plus 19.29, which is, we're getting up there. So $6 brings you to 122. I'm taking the Jazz plus 7.5, Bucks minus 12, Hawks Nets game over 223, Denver minus 3.5, and the Wiz Lakers under 244. Third leg and the final leg, so we got to make it a bang for your buck, plus 30.18. So 30 times every dollar you put, you win 30. I say put $10, win 300, but who am I? I'm only putting $6 or $5. I actually only put $4 on this one. I'm taking Dame Lillard at least 2 threes. I'm taking Giannis at least 30 points. I'm taking the Hawks money line. I'm taking Chet Holmgren at least 20 points. And I'm taking the Wiz Lakers again under 248. So a little alt there. $4 wins 125. Good luck. Good luck on this leap year. The last episode, the last day of our February money. Let's end with a bang. We are definitely profitable this month. And tomorrow I'll do a little recap of all the numbers. Expect a little bit longer of an episode, probably go over 10 minutes. That's all I got for you. I got to go get some lunch. Best of luck. Keep grinding. We've won tons of money this month. I couldn't be happier. And I look forward to March, where historically it's been my best month in my life. Like everything goes right in my birthday month. And I don't want to jinx it, but the same way I say January is my worst, well, March is my best. And I'm very excited to keep winning money for myself and you. Good luck. Stay grinding.